is up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video where I put together a fun team rocking Shadow Abomasnow in the Open Great League. We have quite a bit of success with this line of 3 Shadow Abomasnow, Hisuian Qwilfish, and Medicham in the back. So we are going to go through some battles and see how the Abominable Snowman performs. I wanted to start running it because I saw my buddy Panic and Tho Technical running Shadow Abomasnow, and it seems like a really solid core breaker now with less wall rain, with less Registeel in the meta. It opens up the Snowman quite a bit, and this is a matchup here against Galarian Stunfisk that I have now seen quite a bit. And I forget, this first battle might be the one I misplayed pretty badly, but I shield a Rock Slide, I farm up, and you see me go for a Weather Ball here. And in my opinion, this is a critical mistake, because not only does the Weather Ball not grab a shield, but it doesn't KO. So I should have just committed to the Energy Ball. I swap in my Medicham knowing that he was going to get to a Rock Slide to catch the Rock Slide. So it looks cool, right? I catch the Rock Slide, but it doesn't do me any good because now I'm switch locked here against this Alolan Ninetales. And this Alolan Ninetales is going to cause me some issues. So we're going to have to Poison Jab down here with our Hisuian Qwilfish. You guys know we love Qwilfish on the channel. I like to joke around and call the normal Qwilfish Quill God because it's so spammy. And man, this dang Ninetales gets to a second Weather Ball on us. That is brutal. And that might just about seal our fate. We're going to get off a Shadow Ball here. Really hoping it somehow lands. It does land, but unfortunately, Abomasnow just doesn't have enough health to get off both of these Weather Balls. And that is going to be a G to the G. So if I had just Energy Balled that G-Fisk in the lead, I think we probably have a much better chance to win that game, because we would have had our Qwilfish aligned with the Ninetales, and we would have had our Medicham aligned with the opposing Medicham. Of course, we'd be down a shield, so who knows, maybe our opponent still pulls it out. But I think it would have been much more comfortable of a situation for us. Charizard is the opponent. Normally, Charizard is in the battle. Now Charizard is a trainer. And after, right, this is a great example of kind of like learning from matchups you've done in the past. So after we kind of misplayed that previous G-Fisk lead, we get a chance right away to play it differently this time. So I'm going to build up, I'm going to throw the Weather Ball. They make a nice call. I'm going to shield this Rock Slide here, making sure I keep track of the G-Fisk's energy. So I'm maximizing my own energy. I throw the Energy Ball before their Rock Slide. Either will KO or grab the shield, and it KOs, so we win switch advantage. And what is going to come in to try and farm us down? It's a Sableye. So it's very important, right, that we took switch advantage. I could have potentially gone up for the Energy Ball there, because I would have reached it. However, I almost prefer what I did in hindsight, because with the opponent knowing it's just a Weather Ball, they're less likely to shield it. And it makes it more comfortable for Quill now to deal with this Sableye. Sableye is sticking around in here. We're going to get off an Aqua Tail. They're going to shield, so it seems like they're afraid of Quill in the back. Going to throw another Aqua Tail, grab the second shield. I swap in my Medi, and they swap in a Venusaur, and this is terrific. So that Sableye has a boatload of energy, but with shields down, this is the best situation for Medicham against Venusaur. And this Psychic will nearly KO. Bang! Look at that damage. And Sableye has no choice but to expend energy here. But there's no way you can stack a Foul Play and a return. So one Poison Jab will be able to take out the Sableye. And that is a good game. So just from the first game we played with this team to the second game, we learned how to deal with that lead matchup against G-Fisk a little bit better. And it turned out to be pretty good the way it played out in game number 2. Game number 3 for you, Gavin. Gavin's a cool name. Skarm is a bit of a core breaker for this team. Not gonna lie. But our opponent does us a favor and swaps out. I'm not sure why. So we land the Weather Ball. And then I catch a foul play on Qwilfish. So we're able to maneuver ourselves a little bit there in the lead pretty well. I'm going to throw here on charge move priority because I know Qwilfish wins CMP over most things. I land the Aqua Tail. I'm expecting Skarmory to come back in. And here I'm just going to commit to the Shadow Ball. I really want to either grab a shield or do some nice damage to Skarm. And if he lets this go, which he does, it puts him close to Aqua Tail range. And then he swaps in Scrafty. And now we've got our Medi locked against Scrafty. So now we're in a really good position. If our opponent had... if our opponent had just gone for switch advantage against the Abomasnow, I think we're in a pretty tough spot. But perhaps he would have had to go down shields. And then he top lefts there. GG. So yeah, Skarmory is tough for this team, but it is manageable. All three Pokemon have some play against it. Medicham can actually just beat it straight up in the 2s, I believe. And then, like if Abomasnow has an energy lead, it can do fine. Here's a great lead for us. Swampert. Abomasnow loves this matchup. In comes Sableye. So, with Sableye resisting the poison jabs from Quill, it's not the most comfortable matchup for Quill. So I do like to Weather Ball and then go into Quill. And I actually am able to throw my Aqua Tail on CMP here. So if Sableye wants to get off the return, it's going to have to shield. And I do get a shield. I'm going to commit a shield myself to respect the return. It is a return, so that's good for us that we don't get baited. I'm not sure about that by me. I might have been able to jab down there with him only reaching a foul play. So, I'm not sure if that was the right call. Here, I'm just building up to the Shadow Ball, and I actually CMP tie on the Shadow Ball. So this game is going almost as perfectly as you could ask for. I land the Shadow Ball. Hydro Cannon will take us out. That's fine. And then what is going to be in the back? It is a Froslass. This is a little bit scary. This is a little bit scary. We thought we were home free, but no. This is a little bit tough for us. I'm able to get the shield though from the Medi, and at this point I'm like, okay, I got the shield. Now I just save a shield for Abomasnow and I Energy Ball this thing. Because Swampert just recently threw a Hydro Cannon, so there's no way it could have a Sludge Wave. It's going to be like at least 2 away no matter how much energy it had. Well, at least 1 away, I guess. And the Swampert's super low. I know this has to be a Hydro Cannon, which I should be able to tank. It is a normal Swampert. Hydro Cannon, barely tank it. And Abomasnow closes out for the victory. If that had been a Shadow Swampert, man, that Hydro probably would have KO'd. So, very close game. We had a good lead, a fairly good counter swap, and that Froslass was a problem in the back, but we were able to manage it. Sean is the next opponent, Drapion. So, despite Drapion having Poison Sting, this is actually not a bad matchup for Abomasnow. I mean, you're going to outpace here, right? Because it's 5-4, 5-4, so I should get to 3 Weather Balls before they get to 3 Crunches. So I'm going to throw here. I thought about trying to catch right away on Quill. They throw after 1. So I'm going to get to this Weather Ball first, but I know that they know that. Oh, they actually bait me with Aqua Tail, so it would have been a CMP here. We both swap. We both swap. And he gets to a move. I'm like, that was kind of quick. Is this just a Flash Cannon? And look at that. It is a Flash Cannon. Because it should be 8 jabs by the time they get to Zap Cannon. That was only 7. So Shadow Ball, bang. Fortunately, Reggie can't really farm down. I decided to Aqua Tail here, knowing that he'll outpace me before the Shadow Ball. So this just lets me to get some chip damage, and maybe I can counter him down before he gets to another move against my Medicham. That's kind of the goal here by throwing the Aqua Tail. He throws the flash. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice, we get the counter down. And I'm like, what comes in? Drapion comes in. I'm like, okay. Because we have a Weather Ball loaded on our Abomasnow, so that energy could be useful in back. Questionable decision here. This is kind of risky. Instead of just getting rid of it. Oh, but now we have all this energy for Mr. Diggersby. Ice Punch it. Swap into Obama. Get to the Energy Ball before the Fire Punch. This should maybe KO from here. Bang! Knocks out the Diggersby. And that was a fun game there. Lots of dynamic gameplay. Switches. Catch attempts. Throwing before they get to moves. Fun game to cap off a 4-1 set. Don't mind if I do. Always happy with a 4-1. And will Rise ever collect the rewards? We'll fast forward a little bit. In the video, reaching rank 18 now. I have hit my elo. These battles are from several days ago, so I have hit my elo now. I'm closing in on veteran rank. If you guys want to catch me over live on Twitch, trying to hit veteran these next few days, feel free to go follow me there. Link in the description. So, Nidoqueen's a tough lead for Obama, right? I know we're both dealing super effective damage, but the jabs definitely chunk a lot more than the Powder Snows. So we swap Quill. We actually get a shield. We actually get a shield there, which is really big because we have a great answer for Scrafty. Oh, and we get a CMP tie here, which is perfect. So we're going to get a nice little counter down here with our Medicham. You actually saw I didn't do a jab there because I wanted to give my Medi like one extra counter worth of energy here. And this should only be a power-up punch. So now he can't really come in with Nido. So he comes in with a Rangaroo. Very cool. So I built up a ton of energy and then I catch on my Abomasnow. And I think that play, like, our health is starting to become a little bit sketch. And then our opponent, I think, makes a bit of a misplay by allowing me to get this off before they threw their Fang. I think they should have thrown their Fang first to force me to shield. Because now I can simply just CMP tie the Nidoqueen, who has like almost 2 Fangs loaded. And I take it out before it gets off that second Fang. And now with a shield, I just got to get rid of this Oranguru. Making sure I'm throwing in between the confusion, right? I do not want to allow a free confusion through. That could be a lose condition. And then for some reason, I go to the Psychic here just for kicks and giggles. Ice Punch would have been enough. But I get off the Psychic just because we can. And we take the win against the Orangutan. The Abominable Snowman. Superior to the Orangutan. Apparently. But they're both great creatures. Alright. We've got a dancing opponent. Hit the Quan. Obama versus G-Fisk. So this has been like the most common lead I've been seeing lately. Galarian Stunfisk. So we've played this matchup so many times now. I typically am going to let one go. Sometimes I go for the Weather Ball here first. That's what I've been doing mostly, it seems. Sometimes I do go for the Energy Ball. Opponent wisely throws before I get to an Energy Ball here. He should be Energy Dry. And you'll see me throw the Energy Ball this time. Going for either a shield or to knock it out. We knock it out. In comes a Trevenant, which is quite surprising. So this is a situation we just get off our Weather Ball and we let ourselves get Shadow Clawed down. We cannot afford to give up switch advantage here. We're going to come in with the Quillmeister, of course. Gonna eat a move. A Shadow Ball will hurt. Yeah, Shadow Ball does like half health. Quillfish is on the glacier side. In comes a Venusaur. And I'm like, like, would I rather save this energy or use it? I decide to overfarm here, get off my Aqua Tail, maybe force the last shield. I force the last shield, and then I come in Medi. And I still have a shield that I plan on just saving for Quill, so Medi countering down here. And I do actually throw the Ice Punch because I figure I'm healthy enough where Trevenant cannot Shadow Claw me down before I get to another Ice Punch. So that's why I elected to throw my Ice Punch there. I'm just going to let this go. I know my jabs will do more than the Shadow Claws here. So I was confident I could simply just save my shield, and pretty dang close there. But we were able to jab down before the claws took us down. And it's on to the next one. Here we go. Battle starting. And it's Arrow. This was a great game. Okay. Arrow, one of my new teammates on a Stadium Elite, fellow streamer. Feel free to go check him out. So Shadow Wall Rain, pretty tough lead for us. We're going to have to swap our Quill. Do some neutral damage here. That Icicle Spear really hurts, man. I build up past the Shadow Ball, and I'm going to bait here with the Aqua Tail. Can we grab a shield? We do grab a shield, and then I really mess up here. I thought I was going to live one more Powder Snow, and I did not. So I don't get off that Aqua Tail for some valuable chip damage, which is really brutal. Arrow decides to swap in the Tentacruel and save that Wall Rain energy for later. We land the Psychic. And, oh, questionable play here. Oh, shoot. Questionable. I take some serious damage there. In comes Wall Rain. Wall Rain's got loads of energy. I decide to shield. Man, I'm mad at myself. Not, I guess hindsight's 2020, but oh my gosh. I am mad at myself. Because if I had just let that Medi go, I think I was in a much better position. We're going to Weather Ball here. We grab the shield, and then we CMP tie here. So what is going to be in the back? It is a Runerigus. And we get off the Weather Ball here. The next Shadow Claw should take us out. In comes Medi. And you know what's crazy? This game was so close. I kind of threw it in multiple ways. So a little bit of a breakdown here. Things I could have done differently. First off, obviously, I should have just gotten off my second Aqua Tail here with Quill. I throw the first Aqua Tail here, right? I grab the shield. I should recognize there's no way I'm getting to a Shadow Ball. So, like, just throw the dang Aqua Tail. But I do one jab too many and I don't get it off. That would have been valuable chip damage, where Wall Rain might only get to one Icicle Spear in the end game there. So, obviously, just get off that Aqua Tail. If Medi, if I just take all this energy on Medi, I think I set my Abomasnow up in a great position to sweep, but instead I go for the catch, trying to be fancy, and this was not a situation where I think the catch was the right play. So although I caught a move, right, it wasn't, I caught a resisted Scald, it wasn't like it was the best decision for me. I overfarm here perfectly, where I'm able to grab the shield and then get this off. And then here is where I think I could have made a Galaxy Brain play. So, check this out. I get to the Weather Ball here. If I had banked this Weather Ball, swapped in my Medi, right? Because he's at 4 Shadow Claws. Now he's at 5 because he sneaks here. So if I had banked that, he would still be at 4. I could have swapped the Medi. I was 2 away. So then he's at 5, 6. I get to the Ice Punch first. So, oh my gosh, this game, it was such a great game. But I was a little bit upset after that because I knew there were literally like 3 things I could have done differently to win that game, and it was still super close. So, a little bit of a breakdown there, but great games to Arrow. He's a terrific battler. All right, Eduardo, the next opponent. So many Stunfisks. There must be a bunch of bears in the wild, because lots of bear traps here in the Go Battle League. Rock Slide gonna chunk us, but we know we're not at risk of getting mud shot down. So we're willing to take the first rock slide. Weather ball coming through. Once again, seems like everybody typically calls the weather ball. They typically no shield that first move. Gonna over farm here. Playing this the same way we've played it several times now. Abomasnow looking mean. This time the opponent elects to shield and they get greedy and they do one extra mud shot where they could have thrown right away, and the weather ball takes it out. So I actually get switch and a shield. Obviously here, Trevenant gets a farm down. We have no choice but to come in with Qwilfish. Qwilfish does really well here. Gonna resist everything, so I know I can tank a move, even though a Shadow Ball will hurt. Bop. Shadow Ball does a big chunk. I go straight for my own Shadow Ball. Either I get the shield or I take it out. I get the last shield. And I'm debating, man, do I want to shield? I wasn't sure if I could counter down before he got to another move, so I do elect to shield. Bit of a misplay here. I thought I could get a head start with counters, but I have to eat a seed bomb because of that decision. But this is not over, because we're gonna get off a psychic here, and Azumarill cannot double up on moves, and we have energy on Quill. So if we can get this into Shadow Ball range, we win. But I remember this now. Our opponent lags, dude. Our opponent lags, and I felt bad, so I didn't throw my psychic. They play rough. I go for the Shadow Ball here, hoping this is enough to KO. It is. And I jab down and win. So that's an annoying one, because I don't know if I win that if it's not for the lag. To be honest, I think our opponent might have won that, because I don't know, without those extra counters, if my jabs plus the Shadow Ball would have been enough to KO these. I probably would have taken one or two more bubbles, and then it's like either a tie or I lose. So an annoying one there. Dabool. We say swap Quill, and Froslass is a major problem for this team. I'd say Froslass and Skarmory off the top of my head are probably the two biggest issues for this team. But we are going to bait here with an Aqua Tail against Frost. We grab a shield. We're going to CMP tie here on the second Avalanche, and I know that the counts are 665, right, for Frost to Avalanche. So I know he's 5 away, and I know I'm also 5 away from Shadow Ball. So I should be able to win CMP here. And we are going to take back Switch Advantage, which is massive. We're going to get our Medicham locked on, hopefully, against the Dabool. Fortunately, we might get farmed down by something here. It's the Dabool, okay. So we're going to get off an Aqua Tail for some nice chip damage. Dabool with typically access to Payback as its second move. We'll definitely chunk our Medi, but Medi can take it. We swap Obama, and we had to be really quick there, so they don't get to the Shadow Ball first. Weather Ball coming through. Will this KO the Trev? It will. And that will put us in a very comfortable position. Still have our very healthy Medi. This could have been a little bit Sketchbox if we had been a little bit slow to swap the Abomasnow, and the Trevenant Shadow Ball was first and knocked us out. Would have been very sketchy. But we're able to get the win here. A little Mean Foo as our reward. And we will go to the third and final set. So back-to-back 4-1 sets, I believe. Abomasnow versus Sableye here in the third set. CMP tie here, in which we lose against the Sableye. I'm going to bait here with Weather Ball, see if he wants the shield or not. Nobody ever shields the Snowman. It's crazy. Gonna throw a Weather Ball here. Will our opponent shield, or will they let it go? They're gonna shield. They want to get off another foul play. I'm gonna think about this for a second, and I'm like, okay, I'll shield and potentially Powder Snow down here. I get the Powder Snow down. I come out with energy. In comes a Bastiodon, which scares me, because I know if there's If there's something in back I don't like, up, down a shield, I could be in trouble. Like if he has his own Medicham, that could be dangerous, but it ends up being a shiny Shadow Nidoqueen. I decide to bait here with Ice Punch. And then this is the weirdest sequence you will ever see. I land the Ice Punch. I catch what I'm expecting to be an Earth Power. But no, it's a Poison Fang. I somehow caught a Poison Fang. And then I'm like, okay, this is really good. And I'm like, wait, was this even enough for an Earth Power? And no, they Poison Fang me again. And now I'm just confused. What is going on? I am so confused. I get the final shield. And then we simul KO. And then it's just Medi against Basti. So I'm not sure what happened there with our opponent. I don't know if they had like a single, if they're like Nido still had frustration or something, like single move Poison Fang. That's the only explanation I could think of. But we'll take it. We'll take the win. They were flexing the shiny Shadow. We were flexing the win. Abomasnow versus Swamp. Terrific lead for us. In comes Frost, and this is brutal, man, because we have such, this is the worst, right? You have such a good lead, and then they swap in something that you don't have a great answer to. And then you're just like, how the heck do I play this? I grab a shield with the Weather Ball. I lose CMP here on the Avalanche. And then they shield the Energy Ball, which is really bad for me. So I catch on Quill. This is still going to hurt Quill, but I have to, like, kind of keep that Abomasnow around, right? In comes Gary. Is this possible? I'm not sure. I get off some nice chip damage there with the Aqua Tail. I feel like I have to save my energy there with Abomasnow to try and one-shot that Swampert. I feel like that's my best bet. Opponent gets the Crunch debuff. I'm hoping I live in Aqua Tail here. And I do get off my Psychic, so basically Medicham is just used to cancel out this this Gyarados. We've got a low health Abomasnow. Shields are down. He still has that Froslass and a fully healthy Swampert. And then he tries to catch. But I think the catch attempt was a bit of a mistake because it allowed us to farm up a little bit extra. And then we get to the Energy Ball before the Avalanche in what was looking like a terrible situation after that Froslass safe swap, man. Ends up being a win for the Snowman. Good stuff, dude. That was a pretty crazy one. I'm pretty proud of that win. You never know what's gonna happen in the Go Battle League. And you see the the pause. It's probably me on Twitch taking a moment, freaking out with chat, having some fun. Terrific lead here against the Trevenant. In comes G-Fisk. We'll swap Medi. So G-Fisk is bulky enough here that it usually can get to 2 Earthquakes against your Medicham once it gets that little head start. Assuming you don't have like Pup or Dynamic Punch. So I typically will either take one or shield one depending how I feel. And then I try to Ice Punch it before it gets off the second Earthquake. So that way I don't have to commit a shield, but this is a little bit sketchy now because, well, I do get off an Ice Punch at least, but now this Trev gets a big head start on energy, which is annoying. And this is a really good bait opportunity for the opponent because I kind of have to respect the Shadow Ball, but very baitable opportunity with Seed Bomb, and it is a Seed Bomb, so nice bait by them. In comes Reggie. I'm like, oh crap, dude. Oh crap, dude. How the heck am I gonna beat this Reggie? So I build up for some residual energy, and then I catch on Quill. Quill is not gonna appreciate this move. Ow. But it keeps my Abomasnow healthy. And I know the Trev only has like 2 Shadow Claws, so I'm thinking like My Abomasnow is so spammy. Maybe it can outpace and just close this game out for me. We had that YouTube short, right, where we saw a freaking Dodrio beat a Registeel. So I'm going to go for a Weather Ball here. Try and grab that last shield maybe from Reggie. I do grab the last shield. That's pretty big. Obviously have to shield this. If I get Zap Cannon, so be it, but I can't afford to make that call. I do shield. I'm expecting the Trev to come in here at any moment. Building up a ton of energy. I get off the Weather Ball. Opponent makes a terrific catch, but check this out. I no-bubble it. I no-bubble it so it doesn't KO. I get the farm down, and then I come out with a Weather Ball. So although our opponent made a really nice play, right, the game was still in my control. My lose condition would have been not recognizing to no-bubble it, and if I just KO, that Trevenant without undercharging, the Registeel outpaces me to the move. So a nice play by our opponent, but we were able to recognize that we just simply undercharged there. Still get the win. Tough lead here. Reggie ruining our day. Reggie's a bit of a core breaker as well. He's going to get to a move before our Shadow Ball, which kind of stinks. It is a Zap Cannon. No debuff, though. That's pretty good. He catches our Shadow Ball, but I mean, he catches it on a Sableye. That's fine, to be honest. Bop. Only going to get to an Aqua Tail here. Rise. Hey, I actually threw my move, guys. I actually threw my move. Aqua Tail. There's a nice chunk. Unfortunately, Sableye is going to get to a foul play here. So I decided to come in right away since I know our switch clocks are a little bit desynced. So if he comes in Reggie here, he's going to be locked in at least for a little bit. Reggie does have a little bit of residual energy, though. Yeah, actually quite a bit of residual energy. So he's not locked in for that long. I shield the Zap. I get debuffed, and there's a Trev. Oh, man, is this possible? This seems like it's over. This seems like it's over. It's unfortunate because our Quill was really good against the back line, but I don't know if there's a whole lot we realistically could have done this game. Reggie versus Obama. Quill safe swap, chip the Quill, and then take it down with Sableye. Trev versus Medine back. So I don't know if there's really a whole lot we could have done in that game. That's one of those games you just get a little bit hard countered. And you can't really blame yourself. Those games happen. Next opponent, here we go. Obama into G-Fisk. Fitting way to close it off. I think this is the last battle of the video. Abomasnow, the Abominable Snowman, taking on the Bear-Trapped Galarian Stunfisk. Rock Slide coming through chips Abomasnow, but you don't want to make the Snowman angry. It looks like a charge move priority. Was that the wisest decision by Rise to throw at charge move priority when he's already taken a move? I don't know. But he's going to elect to commit the first Protect Shield of the game. Now we'll see. What is this? A Trevenant swapped into the Abomasnow? Interesting play. Bold strategy. Rise going to elect to get off both of these Weather Balls, which may force both Protect Shields from the opponent, and that is what happens. Quillfish has entered the chat, and he is angry as well. Quillfish has a stinging personality. And Quillfish elects to actually go for the extra energy and commit a shield here. Very interesting play from Rise and the Quillfish. Now Quillfish will unleash the Aqua Tail. Quillfish, bang, knocks out the Trev. Galarian Stunfisk comes in, going for the Aqua Tail here. Will this be enough to knock out the G-Fisk? I'm not sure. It's not. And then the opponent makes a catch on Venusaur. This Aqua Tail will do basically nothing to the Shadow Venusaur. But now, Rise to occasion knows the G-Fisk is quite low. An Ice Punch should be enough to take out Shadow Venusaur. This Frenzy Plant hits like a truck. Ice Punch coming through. Rise with some residual energy for that Galarian Stunfisk. and 2 counters is enough to KO anyway before the Rock Slide. A terrific game, battlers, and a terrific string of sets with this team. I encourage you guys to try it out if you want. Once again, not a perfect team. No team's perfect. Skarmory, a bit of a weakness, as well as Froslass, especially as a safe swap, is a bit of a weakness. But you saw us able to handle a couple of those. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And all that said, thank you for watching. Leave a like as well if you enjoyed. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.